All right, Shalom. This is Brother Yawanathan, about Adawam, coming at you in a lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. But first and foremost, as always, I want to start off by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, and it's going to be another weekly MOTB video through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shah. And I'm going to title it along the lines as you're not a true prophet if you don't warn about the C-HIP or the MOTB, something along those lines. But anyways, I got the word warn, all right? And this is what we supposed to be warning about, man. We supposed to be warning about, the chip, okay, the MOTB, which is one of the most vital prophecies that we got to go into. Or like I said, that we got to warn about. We got to let our people know not to take it, okay? Because we know the consequences, okay, if we take that C-HIP, okay, that RFID micro C-HIP, all right? So, Salaki, let me do something real quick. Okay, let me get into it. This is the word warn, and it says to give notice to beforehand, and that's what the prophets do. They go out there and give notice, all right, beforehand, okay, or prophesy, which means to say before. All right, or speak on something before it happens, okay? So it says to give notice to beforehand, especially of danger or evil, right? And danger is coming, evil is coming, meaning bad times, and dangerous times, meaning perilous times, pursuant to 2 Timothy 3:1, are coming. And what's going to consist of that? The hour of temptation, the MOTB, right along with Jacob's trouble, because that's going to coincide. Jacob's trouble and the hour of temptation, which consists of the MOTB, is gonna pretty much correlate or coincide, man. Okay, so it says down here, it says to give. Salaki, what the hell? That was Satan. Let's go back to that word. All right, letter B, it says to give admonishing, meaning warning, right? Another word for warning. It says to give admonishing, advice to, counsel. Okay. It says, C, to call to one's attention, inform, all right, and that's what we do. We inform our people, okay? We give them warning like the prophets of old did, okay? And Lord willing, we are those prophets coming back. So let me get to the scriptures, okay? Let's go to Ezekiel, okay? Ezekiel 3:17. All right, it says, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. And like I said, we warn our people, okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans about the pending doom that's ahead, including the chip that's about to be mandated by this devil, man. Okay, he already got things in place to set it up. Okay, all they need is to pull off that major T attack, which is coming real soon, and then boom, your whole lives are going to change. And you other camps that teach against it, that are naysayers about the MOTB and being the C-HIP, you're going to find out real soon that the true prophets, which reside at Great Millstone, started with the apostles, the elder bishops, were right all along, man. Okay, but a true prophet is going to be a true watchman. Okay. These other camps, they ain't really, they ain't watching nothing. They ain't warning, because first and foremost, like I said, most of these camps, they speak against it, man. Okay, so you can't be a true prophet, man. You can't be a true watchman. Okay, especially if you're not warning about the C-HIP. Okay, you're not warning the sheep. All right, the people, the children of Israel, about this device, man, that's coming, or that's here and about to be mandated. So it says, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning. Look at that word again, from me. See? So we got to continue to give our people warning about, all right, this device. Because the elect, they're going to teach it. The elect is not going to be ignorant either. All right? Of this devil's devices, figuratively or literally, man. All right, because the ones that's been teaching it, All right. Also be teaching the scriptures the right way. You know, we're 10, like I always say, we are like 10 steps ahead of the game, so to speak. Okay, so we're hip. We automatically know that we're not to take that device. We're already going to know what to do, man. All right, because we've been spiritually preparing ourselves for this moment, and it's about to happen. It's sure enough about to happen, man, because Esau, he's getting ready to implement it, man, mandatorily upon all the world, man. Okay? So let's get another scripture. I ain't gonna make this lesson too long. I'm about to wrap up. There's another one I want to get. This is Isaiah 8:20. Yeah, Isaiah 8:20. It says, "To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word," see, and that's including teaching the MOTB the correct way, man. Not saying it's an embargo Christianity, Solomon sleeping with white women, or debit or credit card. You know, doesn't make any sense, man. All right, so it says again from the top, "To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them." See, the light is not in you if you're teaching otherwise about the MOTB. You're covered in that gross darkness, calling yourself an Israelite. You might know that you're an Israelite, but you're still in gross darkness because you don't know simple breakdowns like Revelation, the 13th chapter. Yeah, we go into week in and week out, man. Okay, which is the MOTB. Revelations 13 verses 16 on down to 18, man. Okay, the Lord ain't dealing with you. The Lord ain't give you that light to see it. Okay, so you blind followers of Nate, Johanna, the Quam out of Wi-Fi. Okay, you're blinded, man. Okay, the Lord got you still with them for a reason, because He covered you with gross darkness within the truth, so to speak. Knowing that you're an Israelite, man, it's bad enough that you don't know at all, right? But y'all know better, man. It only makes sense that the mark in Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay, when it talks about charagma, decision in the flesh, it only makes sense that it's talk about the seal, but y'all still can't see it, and we go after speak on it time after time. We go over it time and time again, week in and week out. So that's that's the Lord blinding y'all, man, on this subject, man, on this vital prophecy. So y'all can't be true prophets if you ain't warning about the MOTB, man. Because y'all rally to talk about the destruction of America. Okay? All y'all talk about is the law. Most of y'all just talk about the law. People being the true Israelites. Hey, knowing is only half the battle, man. You got to warn the people about the prophecies. And again, the MOTB is a vital prophecy that you gotta speak on, man. You gotta go into. Okay? Get another scripture. I'm about to wrap up. Let's get St. John. What's that? 7, I believe 38. Because you got to believe on these scriptures. You can't say that you believe on the scriptures and you teaching false doctrines. Okay? This is John 7:38. It says, "He that believeth on me," and these are the words of Yahushua, which a lot of you camps, you hate Yahushua, man. Okay? It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scriptures, or the scripture hath said, out of his belly," meaning his mind, "shall flow rivers of living water." And what's the living water? The scriptures. Remember, the scriptures are compared to essentials like food and water. Okay? So in this case, it's compared to water, and that's what the elect is going to be drinking. Okay? Out of the belly of the elect is going to flow rivers of living water. And guess what? When your belly is flowing rivers of living water, you're going to teach the doctrine the right way. Okay? You're not going to say the MOTB is anything other than the microchip, man. Okay? You're going to have it. You're going to have that oil to teach it the right way. Okay? So let's read it one more time. It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly," again his mind, "shall flow rivers of living water." And the elect is going to have that belly flowing with rivers of living water. You other camps, you just going to be with no oil. You ain't going to have that water, man. You're not going to have that light. Okay? Like I said, you're going to be in continued gross darkness within the truth. But y'all don't have the truth, man. Like IOCBK, they say they're the home of truth, right? But they don't teach that the mark of the beast is the microchip, right? So you can't be the home of the truth, because by you saying it's what's that, an embargo, or Cicero can't even get out, Cicero Borgia, okay? You can't have the truth, okay? You can't have the truth, and you're not made free by that very fact, man. So I'm gonna end it off. Let me jump a chapter over. I'm gonna end it off with this, okay? Because this was again what Yahweh Shah said too, right? This is John 8 and what's that? Yeah, 32. I'm gonna end it off with this. John 8 and 32. It says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." So by you teaching the correct doctrine, and that includes the teaching the C-hip the right way, the MOTB the right way, you're truly free, spiritually, mentally, okay? You're not in mental bondage, man, spiritual bondage. You're going to have the 100% truth, okay, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And you're going to be free. Like I said, you're going to be free spiritually, okay? The elect is free spiritually, man. And again, we're going to know not to take that device. Okay, so I'm going to read it one more time and close out. It says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." All right, so with that, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, like I said, this was another weekly MOTB lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Again, I want to close out by giving all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh by Shema Shah, by Shemer Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Minister and well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect at the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I say again, Shalom and Kwam Yashala, Shalom.